Hello, so this is part 2 of the WeTech SCAR gas blowback rifle hop unit shifting forward issue. And as you can see, the rifle is further disassembled. And what do you know? We find our old friend here yet again. The dreaded, partially threaded screw and spring combo. And if you you can see there's a thing floating there. That is a rubber O-ring to keep this thing in place. So it appears that the side rail panel also have a quick detached kind of design here that has very poor, a little bit of thread engagement that is not good, and that screw holds this piece in, and this piece holds the bottom rail in, and the bottom rail and the outer barrel is held in by these two screws. So the force of bolt slamming forward also pushes the outer barrel and pushes onto this, and that is held in place by that thing. So there's the same problem, and as you can see, well, maybe not, the threads are wonky a little bit, so the screws are also not sitting straight. They are sitting a little bit like this, since this has shifted forward and damaged the threads a little bit. So I have found a solution, which is this thing. This is a hex screw with the head shaped like so, a cone shaped hex screw. This is a metric M5 that is 10 millimeters long. Some different types of screws, their length is calculated differently. This one, I believe it includes the length of the head, so this is 10 millimeters, I think, and this is pretty much perfect of a size for this right here. If you tighten this down, like so, if I can find the threads, if you tighten it down, you can have a fairly flushed but not entirely screw head kind of situation going on, and the threads on the inside is pretty much all taken up, so you have the maximum length, maximum strength there to take the force of the bolt slamming forward. However, since it sticks up a little bit, you'll have to dig a little bit of this material out underneath and lose this screw. So you perhaps gain a little bit of strength, much better, I think, than before, since the original screw is just a cylindrical head, very little bit of thread kind of situation going on. Yeah, and as you can see, the screw hole on the receiver, it is a little chamfered. I think it's what this is called. It's a little chamfered, and the hole is larger than the stem of the screw. So yeah, when you tighten it down, what holds it in place is probably the tension of this head forcing it, being forced down and get stuck into this chamfer hole right here. And the same is with back here. However, the one 1 centimeter 10mm screw. You can see here the hole in this cast metal piece here is different length. The front hole is deeper, the rear hole is shallower, so this is fairly perfect for the rear hole. However, when I screw it all the way down in the upper receiver, the head of the screw seems to be pushing against the hop chamber, which is not good, since we want the screw to be able to be forces out itself down into this hole here and hold itself in place instead of floating a little bit, since it's a little tiny bit too long, or be squeezing against the hop chamber really hard, potentially damaging it. So this is just a hair too long. You can perhaps take a file to file down on the nose of this screw here, and that probably will be perfect. The front screw, I'll have to try out different sizes, length instead, to determine which is the longest, strongest kind of screw for this, but not too long to squeeze against the inner barrel. So I'll post my findings in the description afterwards. I don't have the results yet. Alright, thanks for watching. Hopefully you can figure this shifting forward kind of situation out, because the longer this goes on, the more damage potentially the bolt and the threads here will sustain, and you might have to buy more parts to remedy this. Hopefully viewers watching this video can avoid that fate and be happy with their gas blowback rifles. Thanks for watching.